Are we live? Are we live? Because you know what? When we're live, what that means?
It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
Peanut butter jelly time. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? We're live. We're live and in short. I don't know what rhymes with the live. I don't know what live. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Oh, look, y'all. Did y'all get some notifications where? It should be notifying. It should be notifying. Where y'all at? Say hi. Say hi. I know y'all will come in a minute. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. The baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. The baseball bat. Break it down and breathe. Oh, I always like when I get this part. Break it down and breathe. Did I get y'all? Did you think I was frozen for a minute? All right. Who's here? Who is here? Come tell me hi, because I got some fun announcements to tell y'all. I got some fun announcements, but I want to wait for some of y'all to get here to tell you. Mr. Carey is first one to comment. Hello. How's the comic? How's the what ifs and all that's going? Tell me. Mr. Carey, tell me, have we decided? Have we wrote down our ideas? Have we decided on just one? I need to know, Mr. Carey. I need to know. Especially since everybody else gets here, me and you can talk about this, because I don't want you to feel pressured, but I was gonna be asking. I'm curious. Who else? And you know what? I should wear my glasses because my eyes been getting blurry. Mr. Carey is too. You always say like with my little glasses on here, but who put this in my? Hope they didn't get scratched up. My little glasses here, but I've been having I get like the little blurry eyed. Who's here? Oh, Jasmine, what about your COVID vaccine? So that's my news. That's my news, what I named it today, because I'm excited. I haven't gotten it yet, but I am scheduled to get it Monday. So what? That's 5 days. The day after Thanksgiving, February 15th, I'm scheduled to get it Monday. The first one. I don't know. Now, I don't know if it's the Pfizer, the Modernas, and all that, but let me tell you how I got it. Because I've been on every list. I've signed up for every list there was in town. I did everything. And then someone came and told me that, and then this is only in certain states. My state, Missouri, every state's different too who gets it. Because I told some girl that I was able to get it on Monday, and she lives in a different state. She's like, how? Because they're still only giving it to like the people 65 and older. So in my state, though, they've opened up if you have some pre-existing conditions and all this. And I have my little inhaler. I had like the asthma and stuff in my past. So I had like some of the pre-existing conditions, and I was able to, but I couldn't find no place. No place. Even my dad, who's older, he's going today, but he had to search and call numbers, and he has to drive an hour and a half to go get it today. Well, mine will be the same. I still have to drive an hour and a half on Monday to go get it. But I don't care. I'll drive as long as it takes. But I found it and got on the list because Walmart, they said, and Sam's Club have opened in my state, Missouri, where you can get a vaccine at. So I'm going to Sam's Club. I'm going like to the grocery store. Well, Sam's is like the warehouse, right? It's like a warehouse. I'm going to like the warehouse grocery to get my COVID vaccine. I'm going. Craziness. And I still had to drive an hour and a half away. And the way that I found out, like someone said, every day they open slots up, I guess 30 new slots, they said every day. So yesterday I've been tracking it like all week. When I found out, I've been tracking it, go every day, what times. So yesterday they opened up slots for the Monday, and I was able to get in, got on the list. I mean, now this is one thing they say. I think when you don't get it by like a hospital, or maybe, I think my dad is going today, and he's going to get it with like one of those military bases or guard, like National Guard places. I think that's where he's going, which he has to drive an hour and a half to. But when it's not like one of those sites, like by the state, when it's actually, because they're saying Walmart, Sam's, but also they're Walgreens and like CVS, they're also giving out shots in some states. They're saying when it's at those places, you might have to pay for it. Otherwise, it is. So they told me to bring my insurance card, that I might not get charged like myself, but they might have to charge my insurance maybe for like needles used. I don't know. But I was like, I don't care. I will drive an hour and a half away. I will do all these things. I will do all these things to get my COVID vaccine. So Monday I get it. First shot. Now, I know this is not the one because I know some of the Johnson and Johnsons were approved. Well, it hasn't been approved yet. They're submitting it for approval, but it's only like one shot. But the only things approved now are the 2 shots. I don't know if it's the Moderna or the Pfizer. I kind of hope it's the Pfizer, but I doubt it because those have to stay in the special freezers and everything. But from things I've been reading and from even people that I've known who have gotten the vaccine have said that they've seen much more side effects from the Moderna, from the second shot. You know the side effects they talk about when you get sick? They say like when after the second you get like mild symptoms, the headache, fever and all that. They say it's been more common in the Moderna one. So that's why I kind of hope. And my husband, when he got both of his shots, he's fully immune. And he got the Pfizer and never had side effects. So anyway, I'll probably have to retell this story when people come. When more people come in, I'll have to retell it, I think. But now you know. And look, I haven't even gotten behind on comments. It was 3 days ago, Mr. Curious said. Oh, you posted part 1 on your YouTube channel? You didn't tell me, Mr. Curious. I'll have to go look today. I'll have to go look. I didn't even notice. But I got to say, these what ifs take a lot of dedication. So if you have a lot of time on your hands in order to get stuff like this done, it's true. Having a YouTube channel, and they don't play around with this. YouTube, it takes time for YouTube. That's why people like, do this and do that. I'm like, I'll try. I'll try. Thank you, Ramesh said I'm looking nice. Thank you. I have my hair. And look, Fabrice, I saw his comment down there. He told me the other day my little braids look nice. My hair's just getting so long that it's hard to just do stuff with. Hi, Jit. Mr. Caleb's here. I am Indian. What is your name? Crazy man. Like, you saw my, I guess people have different YouTube channel names and stuff. But mine is actually Amanda. Not Crazy Amanda, but Amanda. Arthab, hey. I'm trying to establish both of these characters, what their lives are like on a daily basis, at home and at school. I did not know. Is it on your YouTube channel, Mr. Carries? I didn't turn my notifications on. I didn't. I'm going to do it after this. Don't let me forget. I have to check it out. I'm doing good, Pabria. Congratulations. I haven't gotten it yet, Pabria. I haven't gotten the vaccine yet. I'm scheduled Monday. So next time I'm here live on Wednesday, I will have the first vaccine. I'm telling you, it was so hard. Every day I was searching, getting on lists, calling numbers, like for weeks now, a couple weeks now. My dad too. My dad's like 69. Yeah, or 68. He'll be 69. And so he was like in the first group, right? Where the age group, the first age group before even me, you know, my group opened and he still wasn't able to get it, but he's driving today, which I hope he's careful because I'm going to tell y'all, it's snowy out. It snowed for the last 2 days. The kids are home from school. Aiden's not here, so y'all won't get an Aiden appearance because he's off of school and stayed at home because we have snow days and stuff. My kids are at home, but he's driving an hour and a half to go get his vaccine. Monday, I'm going to have to drive. Well, Greg's going to go with me an hour and a half. But I'm going to tell y'all I'm a little nervous. I know I've been like, and I am promoting I'm like, oh, vaccine. Greg got the vaccine. I couldn't wait. I'm so jealous. I wanted to get the vaccine. But then, of course, there's a story that pops in my feed this morning that said something like it was a news story that someone got it in New York. And right after they got it, they dropped dead from the vaccine. And they don't know why. So now I'm like, how come right after I get this appointment to get a vaccine, I see stories like that? It made me like nervous. I know I shouldn't be. I'm excited to get it. I shouldn't be nervous, but it really did. Hi, Rishi. Mr. Curious, don't worry. I'm not better. You mean, is it bitter? Listen, It ain't gonna happen again, Mr. Curious. I'm not missing your what ifs. I'm not gonna be missing them. It ain't happening again. Oh, there's snow in the UK too. Oh, congrats. Thank you, Arthav. I miss Greg's on live chats. Bring him on at least once a month. I will. It'll have to be on the weekend, Bria. It'll have to be either like my time. It'll be probably Sunday evening for you or Saturday evening. Maybe even if we did like a night one, that would be like Saturday morning for y'all, right? But we do better in the morning, like having coffee. So maybe Saturday evening or Sunday evening, I will. I know he misses y'all too. I miss him here. It's been so long. It's been like, because he would do it. He went back to work in like what, August? So yeah, that was fun though. I miss him here with me. Like that time it was stressful, because COVID and all the jobs furloughed and he was out of work. And I'm like, we don't know when he's going back to work and money and all that. But then I think back and I'm like, I should have appreciated that time a little more, especially with the kids back in school. Like how much was I like, oh, they've been out of school the whole year. But then I think back and I'm like, that was like a year. Every day they get to be with me. Am I like, is that a little selfish of me? Especially when Greg was here, I was like, that's every day, just the families here. And we didn't have like the hustle and bustle of just life, we got to stay home and be together and have the whole family here. And we were doing things like we were playing family games. I know we still do. But you got silver linings, I guess. Silver linings and everything. What else? Please, I will, Bria, to Tessa and Amy and Greg. I'll tell them you said hi. I know you meant bitter. I figured out, Mr. Curious. Please do share your firsthand experience of getting the vaccine. I should do because Greg's home with me. I should have him like do a little video while I wonder if they'll let me. They should. I wouldn't see why. Because I'm telling you, I was nervous after reading that story that somebody got it and dropped dead. And I know they say, the biggest thing was the allergic reactions people get. Like they make them stay for 15 minutes, which made me nervous too, because I'm getting it at like Walmart, Sam's Club. I'm getting it. It's a pharmacy. But I'm like, what if I have an allergic reaction? It's not like I'm in a hospital. And they can immediately start doing stuff on me. There's only pharmacists there. I guess they'll have to be nurses at least. Maybe. That's why I wanted Greg to go with me. I was like, go with me. I'm going to bring some Benadryl, all that stuff in case. I've never had allergic reaction, but those are just the things that's on my mind now that I'm getting it, about to get it. But I will let you know everything. And that's why I said when I come back next Wednesday, I will have had my first shot. I will have had my first shot. I will be a little partially some immunizations, little immunizations in me. I like your glad. Thank you, Rishi. Bria is telling people hi. I missed it. Wait, here's Cassie. Hi, Cassie. It is sad Disney shuts down the Blue Sky. I saw that this morning. Because the Blue Sky was Fox, though. And I'm like, it's sad, too. People that worked at the Blue Sky losing jobs. If y'all don't know, like, Blue Sky was Fox. Disney bought out Fox. So Fox, like, entertainment, the Fox movies and all that, became part of Disney. And that was when? That was like a year ago that they bought them? Over a year ago. It's maybe a year and a half ago now. But Blue Sky was like the animation part of Fox, I think. Right, Cassie? So now that Disney bought out Fox, it's kind of like Disney has their own animation. Hopefully with them closing it down, they hired a lot of the Blue Sky people like over to the Disney animation. I hope, because people now jobs, right? Jobs, and can't afford to lose more jobs in these tough times. Jet said, your video is good. Please reaction one video, why India is great, part 2. They have a part 2 to why India is great. Let me write this down. India is great, part 2. Part 2. How many parts they got to this? That's how many reasons India is great, because of all that. Hi, Rekha Devi. Did I say that one right? Rekha Hecka. Hi, Rekha Devi. Miss Blue Sky. I know, Cassie, but hopefully Disney, this is Disney animation. How can you can't get much better than the Disney animation. So they're still going to be bringing them to movies, Cassie. I wouldn't worry about that. My biggest thing is like the people when it shuts down, the people that lose their jobs. I hope like Disney brought them over to their animation is what I'm. Hi, Kabar Khan. I like your Google. My Google. Thank you. I don't know what you mean by the Google. Mr. Cares, quick question. For anyone who is familiar with the Carrie story, what does anyone think about Carrie finding another friend that is also, I like that. Maybe too, they can have, Carrie needs somebody to have something in common. She does. She needs to have somebody in common so when she gets these thoughts and stuff, I like it. I like it, Mr. Carius. Ganapath 2022, Tigers. I love Tigers. If I didn't have my boyfriend Ritik and Tiger's a little young for me, he might be on that list, is all I'm saying. He's got those dance moves I like. And for today's big ending, please show some snowfall through your window. Oh, okay. I don't know if there's any more snow falling, but there's definitely snow on the ground. Y'all don't get any snow? What about in India, like in the mountainous areas? Do they get snow anywhere there? Because I know it's pretty south, right? Like closer to the equator than where I am, I think. I'm so bad. I need a globe. Where's a globe? Do I have a globe? I'm so bad at the geographies. I'm trying to think. But even in maybe northern India parts, do they get snow anywhere? I don't know. I would think when I think of India, I think of like warm climate. But could be wrong. There's different, but it's huge there. It's big. Different parts up north. I know they have that mountainous area, especially like that little area that borders with China, with the mountains that they were throwing the soldiers over and everything when that happened. And that was like in the mountains, right? Because they were throwing them off the cliffs. I remember stuff. See. Thank you, Prabri. Tejas is here. Ronnie, hey, I'm so excited for getting the vaccine. I'm hoping to get mine in the spring. Ronnie, where do you live, Ronnie? Where does Ronnie? I don't remember where Ronnie lives, but I am so I feel yesterday like I won the lottery getting, and I haven't gotten it yet. I haven't gotten the first one I get Monday, but I really felt like I won the lottery just getting an appointment. Like all day long, I'm just like, and I told my friends and they're like, if it was my friend too, like even when my husband got it, Greg, I was like, I'm so happy for you, but I'm a little jealous because I want some of those immunities too. I want some of those antibodies up in me. So when I got it yesterday, I was just, it's like, well, it is. It felt like winning the lottery. I was just all day in a good mood and just going around like, I can't believe, I'm like, I can't believe Monday I get my vaccine. I can't believe it. Ain't that something? These days we live in. I'm already getting behind on the comments. Let me go fast before I get too far behind. Oh, wow, I'm getting a lot. All right. Ryan Arthov, hi Tia. Well, she's technically meet 3 boys who tell her, but does anyone think they would be good for Carrie to have friends? I think so. Hi, Soria. I like your videos. Keep making them. I will, Soria, just for you. Don't call me. Call me with my name. Baya. I don't know what Baya is. Hi, Durav and Mandramoger and Cassie. I hope so. I know, Cassie. Me too. Hi. Vicky's here. I don't know. I don't know which one I'm getting, but which one's made in India? That's the one I hope. I would think if I get one made in India, that's good luck. That would be good luck for me, Vicky. If I get the COVID vaccine that's made, I'm gonna be like this. Can I look at the bottle? Does it say made in India? If it's made in China, we're gonna throw it out. I shouldn't say that but it's just funny because it's in the US, like a lot of things. If you look in shirts, clothes, like and where it says it's made from, like a lot of things, toys that says made in China. We get a lot. It's usually kind of like junk, like I wouldn't say junk, but like little toys and clothes is like the big one. Are you weak? Are you weather here? I don't know what that. Lion of Judah, highly recommend not get. Oh, here we go. People are having bad reaction. Bill Gates is evil. Well, they're having allergic reactions, but I told y'all I was nervous reading that one story. Ronnie, did you see the clip Zack Schneider released of Steppenwolf chopping Amazon's head off? I didn't, Ronnie. I didn't. I haven't been paying attention too much to because I know, he's bringing that thing to HBO Max, the whole Justice League, which I'm excited about, but I've just been trying to catch up on movies lately. I have so many movies to review, y'all don't even know. You come to India, my home, I'm your good Indian. Look, Kabar, we're going to make a date. We're going to make a date to hang out there. I'm bringing the whole family. Your city is in snowfall. Yeah, I have a really bad snow here in the southeast of England. Oh, love you too. Lion of Judah, I'm taking it. I don't want to get the COVID. And you can't come, Lion of Judah. Lamb of God. Just his name is like a prayer. I have a science background, science degree, master's in biochemistry. I'm a believer in the science. You can't in the vaccines. I'm not one of those against that. So you can't come in here and be telling me this stuff. You can't come in here telling me this stuff. I'm getting it. And you know what? Monday when I come report back, I'm be like, guess what? Guess what? I didn't die from it, or hopefully don't even say that. But I'm just saying, like, don't be putting that kind of fear in people, because the way we're going to get, still in the U.S., 3,000 people died yesterday of the COVID. 3,000. Like, you can't be putting fear for these weird little cases that pop up every now and then. That's probably like 0.00001% chance of happening, when the overall good of it is going to actually help the mass majority of people live, That's like with the smallpox. People getting the smallpox, and then if one person has a bad reaction, millions of people got it. But overall, it stopped millions of people from dying of it. This is for the overall good of just humanity, I feel like, the vaccine. It don't have no evil in it. I'm not getting injected by the devil. I'm not getting lying. I'm not getting. They don't have no devil This ain't no Bill Gates microchips in these vaccines. Oh, it does snow in the North India. There's snow, but in my state, snow is rare. It's pretty to look at. I just don't like having to drive. I'm glad I'm home and don't have to go nowhere and pick up the kids from school. In India, we get snow on our mountainous sides, but here in Mumbai, our temperature does not go below 15. That's Celsius, right? What is that? American degrees. We don't know all those degrees. What's that mean here? We don't know. 0 Celsius is freezing, so that's not freezing. What is your nationality? I'm U.S. What do y'all call us over here? Just American? Is that what we are called? Oh yeah, USA. Yes, USA. Oh, I'm already far behind. Let me catch up fast. I'm already far behind. Actor Rajan died. Oh, he died at 58 in Mumbai. That's young. There goes Lion of Judah doing his stuff. And don't get me wrong, I am focused on one story at a time. Good. But only post it. No, I'm telling you, it's good to have, you get new ideas, you just jot those down, but you're doing it right, Mr. Carey. And I'm sad I haven't watched your thing yet. I'm going to turn those notifications off on, Mr. Carius. I promise. I ain't going to be missing them this time. First social security number. Okay, Kabar, you want my social security? What are you trying to steal my identity? What does he want my social security, Kabar? Please, I will, Jet. I will do that. How are you feeling after? I haven't taken it yet. I have not. That's one thing we're going to get clear. I haven't had the vaccine yet. I get it Monday. But next week, I will report back. I got my date to get the first one, and I will report back on everything. My husband already got both shots. Fine. Didn't have anything wrong with him. No side effects, and they see even the second one. It was the Pfizer. I don't know which one I'm getting. So if I get them, you'll have both. You'll have both right here as little guinea pigs. If I get the other one, the Moderna, the Pfizer, not the other, because I know they have one from Johnson and Johnson that's like trying to get approval, and that's only one shot, and it's supposed to be, I think, less effective, but still okay. I don't know. I have to drive an hour and a half to get it though. I'm still upset about that. Like, that's how hard it is to get over here, even though it's, they're making us like drive. And I'm in a big city. That's the thing. The big cities, it's like these little towns are getting it more of a supply than the big cities. I'm happy more Disney trailers are coming. Me too. Me too, Cassie. India is the only country to have all the seasons. It's the only country. We have all the seasons here. We get. What does that mean, teachers? I'm confused because I feel like we get the hot summer, we get the spring, we get the fall, we get the snow. I feel like we get all the seasons here. I like USA, girl. Well, that's what I am. That's what I am. Have you reacted to Hrithik Roshan evolution video? It's from when he did the exercise marathon, yes. When he was getting in shape and then had his back hurt when the disc or whatever and had to get back in shape for war. Is that the one you're talking about? Look at me knowing all the Hrithik stuff. I do. I'm not sure if some people actually enjoy, but the MCU Quicksilver was saved by the speed of force and was sent to CBS TV show. I never really gotten into those. I like the Flash, but all the others never got into her. Dies at 58. He was Rishi Kapoor's younger brother. Was this recently? That is so. What did he die? Did he die of the COVID? I didn't catch that. Was it recent? When did he die? Because I recognized the Kapoor and I was like, well, I'm not Rishi's younger brother. I come to USA next last month and meet you're going to come next year. There's a place named Uttarakhand in North India and it's always cold. A few days ago, ice break happens there and flood came in with other stuff like mud and wood and people, was it like one of those glacier breaks, the ice? And they had kind of like a what do we call it here? Like a landslide man, I didn't even hear about that. AZ is made in India. Oh, that's the AstraZeneca. I don't know if we're approved for that one yet. I know it like a lot of them's going through the approvals, but I thought are we? I don't know if the US is approved because I know too big is the Pfizer and the Moderna. Does the AstraZeneca have 2 shots too? Baya means elder brother. We call it in respect. Oh, Baya. Do you know what Greta Thunberg teaches? Are we going to talk about the politics? I got to catch up on the comments before I get into this. Let me catch up. Disney movie, good to watch. Come out this year, I hope. East and West, USA #1. Rishi Kapoor brother, Raji Kapoor succumbs to, he had a heart attack. Oh, that's sad. Those come, like that's scary too with the heart stuff. You don't see that coming. Like that's out of the blue like this. Like, like people have a heart attack, boom. Here 1 minute, think you're healthy, boom, heart attack. That's why you got to keep up with your doctor's appointment, myself included. This last year, especially in quarantine, I haven't kept up with them just because I don't want to risk going out. Once I get that vaccine, I'm going to be everywhere. I'm going to be everywhere. But focus on the first one I'm doing. I believe Andrew Carmine is one good thing, a constant in his life. Please don't take made in China vaccine because a new virus. I shouldn't laugh at that. But I just thought when I was saying made in India, everything here you see is made in China. So it'd be funny if the vaccine had that thing on it too. You want to see Mount Everest with me? Let's do it. Once I get vaccinated, come on, I'm going everywhere. I'm going everywhere, traveling all over. Covaxin is an inactivated virus vaccine made in India, but it is yet to be approved. See, that's the AstraZeneca. Oh, wait, the other one is called COVID Shield, and that is the AstraZeneca Oxford. Is that one approved here? I don't know. I know I've heard Astra because doesn't that in the UK they had the AstraZeneca, but I don't know if it's used so much here. I know our big two is the Pfizer and the Moderna. Cars in the main story chronicle for Andrew. Even when things go great, things go terrible for him. Rajav Kapoor was in the movie Ram Tera Ganga Mali. Did I say that good? I kind of just said it kind of then like in a song, so it sounds like I know what I was saying. You can react to its song. So, oh, by Lotta J. I haven't reacted to something Lotta J. Like, because today I reacted to, it was my girl Alka. My girl Alka, one of her songs. I haven't uploaded it yet, but I was like, I need to do it out of J. I haven't done my girl Shreya in a while, because you know I love me some Shreya Ghoshal too. But then I haven't been reacting to too many songs, because I even reacted one, Vicky's here, that I did for her and the sisters or whatever, and right away, blocked. I was like, here we go, YouTube. Here we go, YouTube. Every song I do, you want to block or copy strike me. And that's what I was saying in my head. I'm like, this is why I don't do song reactions, because YouTube makes me mad with it. Hey, do you know anything about Indian epic Mahabharata? It's the history of our Indians, and I bet you will love the epic. Do read about it. I feel like someone told me about that before. It's not coming to my mind though. Where's your big tea? Right here. You know I got my coffee. All right, where am I at? The theaters are open, and I will go watch only Hollywood and UK movies. Oh, Vicky's done with the Bollywood. She is done. I am black. You are white. But Kabar is just. I am very white too, like super pale, which I think is good for the COVID, like vitamin D. Isn't that one thing with the COVID and the vitamin D helps fight it? And listen, I just step outside in this pale skin. Look how pale my skin is. Look at that. It just soaks up that vitamin D. I soak up that vitamin D, so it's good. And I always like the pale skin. Because here people want to be like, oh, they want a tan. And they get tan and they'll go sunbathe. And I was like, no, cancer. I don't want no skin cancer. Back in the day when they had, that's why like that you saw the royalty people like from England stuff. They had like the real pale. I was like, I got too much. I've seen too much of that skin cancer from people I know going and sitting or those tanning beds. They'll go in those beds and it bakes them with just the UV. I would never do it. I'm like, you're just asking for some kind of skin cancer with that. How do we get on this subject? How do we? All right. Oh, because he said I'm white. Really? Instead cars instead of carry. I don't know what he was saying. You're my only good USA. Oh, Kabar, that's not, thank you. Where are your kids? Where's your husband? Which job? Kabar wants to know everything. Kabar wants to know all the details. I should have just to ask me. Maybe that's what I should do, Pabria. When Greg comes on, we should have like a special little just ask us anything question. We've done that before. Just ask us anything. Ask us anything you want to know. Don't even be worried. That's what I'll do. I'll talk Greg. It'll be fun too. I like those. Just ask us questions. We'll answer. India's COVID curve is a textbook perfect bell curve. It's because Indians regularly take antivirals and they take the hydroxychloroquine. Is it that one? Focusing on your main point. If anybody understands anything about love, if somebody really likes you and you really like someone, it wouldn't end so easily. True. Doughboys here. Hey, Doughboy. Hey, Doughboy. Every time I see Doughboy, it's like, hey, Doughboy. Even a peanut butter. You know what time it is, Doughboy? You know. What time is it? Wait. Oh, should I? What time is it, Doughboy? What time is it, Doughboy? Doughboy always puts me in a good mood too. I love me some Doughboy. Cassie, Ryan Last Dragon. I haven't checked it out yet. I was waiting to see if it was going to be released for the USA trailer, but maybe not, Cassie, the Riot trailer. Which is why things spiral out of control a little bit and still turn out okay for Karen Andrew. Hi, Saz! Raji Kapoor, Bollywood, died a suffering heart attack. Yeah, sad. That's sad. I still didn't know if it was recent. Was this recently? Good coffee, good morning. Where's your newspaper? I read all my news online. I love it. Twitter's my newspaper. Twitter, which I'm going to get to, T, just with the Greta. Hold on. Congrats. I haven't got my vaccine yet. Doughboy, I got my first appointment Monday. I'll get my first shot on Monday, so it's coming. I got to drive. I keep telling everybody this, and can you believe that? I live in the big city. St. Louis. This is one of the my state has two huge cities. St. Louis is probably the number one big one. Then we got Kansas City, where the Chiefs from that just lost. We ain't got to talk about that, but I don't like the Tom Brady's. And I have to travel an hour and a half to like a little town in the country to get it. What's that tell you? It tells you it's still messed up. Our vaccine distribution stuff is still messed up. I believe if somebody's wanting your Social Security, I think they're trying to get a second. I don't give Social Securities out. I don't do that. Lada also tweeted in favor of India. And all truth about protests is out. Also, Rihanna was paid to tweet the farmers support protests were taken out the UK to support Do America. The protests were taken out in UK and Canada and India government support. Do America has rain. Oh yeah, we have rain. Like, does it rain? Oh yeah, hurricanes. We get the hurricanes. Now we don't really get that y'all do. I mean, the earthquakes and all, but like the tsunamis, right? Ain't that what it's called, the tsunamis? When they have like the earthquake and then the big wave comes, and isn't that called the? Well, look at me, I can't think of words today. I think I need more coffee. I need more coffee. But I never really heard that we ever got those here, which I know they have like in the different places. I think India has them. And I remember Japan had it that one time when they took out that nuclear reactor thing. Remember that? Do you know Farm Protest International supporter? She's exposed themselves. She put the whole plan on Twitter by mistake, and now almost every people have that plan papers. Okay, I'm obviously easily distracted. I'm waiting for Johnson & Johnson when lab since it eliminates headaches and trying to look for a second matching dose. But isn't the Johnson & Johnson's not as like effective or like higher? What did they say? What's it called? The efficiency. I can't think of words today. Like it only one shot and it's not as high efficiency. I want the highest efficiency. I want 110% of it. Kabar, don't even start. I'm not angry. Don't even start. Then you're going to get Vicky going. No, Kabar. Don't even start with this today, Kabar. I'm excited for your movie, Godzilla. Oh, I am. I feel like it was made for kids' trail. I love all those Godzilla movies and the King Kongs. I've watched them all. I heard that he has dyslexia. Send a link for the watch. I agree. No, actually, there's a video that shows Hrithik movie career since his first movie and he was a kid. You should watch it, called Hrithik. Oh, what? I thought that was the evolution you were talking about, Arthav. When he was like building. Because I watched all those when he's just getting into shape. I watched all those, Arthav. Good morning. It's me, Vargo, biggest fan. Blair from TikTok. I never remember that's Blair's name. Hey, Blair. Yes, AstraZeneca 2 shots and not improved. See, I didn't think so, Westfield. Because I think the only 2 is the Pfizer and the Moderna right now. Whole editing myself a little while. Edits take long. There goes. I'm gonna get mad just for. That's what I'm gonna get mad just for Kabar Khan there. I'm gonna get mad just for him. What's your opinion on China-India to China conflict and what China is doing in South China? Listen, I'm always up on my India people's sides. I'm the heart of the India right there. I mean, I don't know too much. It's about they fight about the borders and stuff. Like when it gets into the details, I don't know that was like subham. I don't know that much when it gets into details, but when it comes to like choosing sides, you want to choose sides against my people's, I was like, oh no. I gotta be, I support, and they were throwing them off the cliffs and they kind of encroached, right? They encroached, I can't say. They're the one who's kind of not keeping the borders from everything I read. Modi and Biden had a discussion on the very topic, and Modi invited Biden and his wife to India. Oh, I hope they go and talk it out. You going morning gym. Something I want to point out about Carrie's mother, she likes seeing her daughter in happier mood and still suspicious why Carrie is happy lately. June 26th is celebrated as Shreya Ghoshal's Day in one American state. I kind of remember that. I don't remember what state it was, though. And I was close to because she comes in tours over here a lot. She'll have a lot of tours, and one time I was like so close. I was in like Los Angeles because she don't go everywhere. Like she never came to my city, but I was so close like to being able to go see her there. The dates didn't work out, but I would love to see her in concert too. She talks to me like one or twice, maybe like 2 times on the Twitter, retweeted me and sent me hugs and all that. My girl Shreya. You know, me and Shreya is like this. We're best BFFs, me and Shreya. Because she talked to me like twice on Twitter. But that counts. That means like me and her chat. We're friends. Have you watched the epic Ramayana serial? I have not watched that. I have not even heard I haven't even heard of that. You like movies, Salman Khan movie. I just assumed that your pale skin was some sort of genetic. Mr. Curious! I'm not like albino white. Look, kind of though. Look how, Mr. Curious, you thought I had a genetic condition? That's why I'm so white. No, I stay in the shade. Even if I go out, like we've been to the beaches in Florida, I was like, I'll sit under my umbrella. I don't like getting burned. I was like pale white skin. I love my pale white skin. Bye, Sub Ho Dip. Summarize all the comments so far. We Indians love you and we hope you stay blessed. Aw, thank you. In case you're offended, I didn't mean to offend you. It's just an assumption. My favorite Disney is Little Mermaid Live. I love that. Do you know about the Valley Civil in India, the world's oldest advanced civilization the West always ignores? I don't think I ever heard of that. I had shifted to green tea. Healthy, that is. Better than coffee, probably. February 24th is Death Day of Sridevi. Oh, I didn't know that was the day. Oh, and I just did. Oh, I love that video I did yesterday. That it was, what was the name of it? When she's like this warrior, it made me, I love every time I see it. She was just beautiful. And you could just tell. Sometimes you can just tell by looking at someone if they're like a good person. I feel like that you can. I'm good at these first impressions too. I'm pretty good at that. But you can just tell like in their eyes, look, makes me sad. And this is the month. Oh, how long has it been now? Because she died in the bathroom at the hotel or whatever. But it's been how many years now? 8? Look, I'm guessing. I don't even know. I really am easily distracted. Me too. It's a subject to make a comment and the color of your skin. Listen, it was interesting. I never seen anybody had a genetic condition because I'm so white. Here in Bollywood, they show only garbage and dumps, yak, and crying over content. My place, tomorrow's snowfall. Oh, it's going to snow there. Good history. Uh-oh, I lost my spot. But I'm not too far. Look, I am doing my hardest to keep up with the comments. When I'm an hour behind, it's frustrating. I'm trying my hardest to keep up. Do you know about the ancient aircrafts used in 2,000 years ago? And guess what? Let Indian history be uncovered. React to. You gotta look. Subham, are you on my Facebook group? Vicky knows my Facebook. That's the best place. I will never hardly remember if you give me requests here. But my Vicky, my Facebook group, I could keep track of them a little better. Still might take me a while, and you still might have to remind me like 5 or 10 times. But it's a little better. Bollywood's just about content. We don't have content. On the other hand, Hollywood, the world making wonderful masterpieces. I don't know all the time, Vicky. Because to me, that's why I like Bollywood, because it's something different and something I haven't seen. And Hollywood, for me, I feel like everything's a repeat and a remake and a this, that I get tired of it. And that's why I like to go outside and look at my Bollywoods and all that. So maybe it's just because like you live there and that's what you've been exposed to over and over and over again. It's the same content stuff for you. But for me, it's something different. And I feel like Hollywood's the same. Just like how many remakes you're gonna give me? Of course, they'll have movies and stuff that are like original and good. But talk about pushing out content, remakes, and oh, they're doing another remake of this and another remake of this. I feel the same way sometimes about Hollywood. Hi, Ashmet. Tsunami and earthquake are not seasons. But you mentioned the rain. That's why I thought of that. I know it's not seasons, Tejas, but I thought that's kind of where we were going with it. Tejas, I'm forgetting words today, but I'm not that bad. I'm not doing that bad today. Tejas. Where am I at? A pity part, not only Carrie going to come out the show more, but also sneaking out with the friends and used to love Godzilla, get distracted. Hi, Tom Lindbergh, Fighter 2020. React to the video. He's stuck in it. What about Hinduism? He's talking about Carrie. Like, I want to get through these comments and get like caught up real quick so we can talk about this Greta thing. Because I got a couple things. What's up, Tom? Uh-oh. Wait, I skipped. I skipped what Vicky comments. She will get on me. Vicky will come down with the fist, with the Thor's hammer. Menage. Johnson efficiency is about 70. Yeah, so 71 first dose, but goes to 98% in 40 days. Oh, is that what it is? So you don't even have to get the 2 shots, but it just takes longer to get to 98. So that's good enough. Oh, I'm with you, Westfield. I thought you only got to 71%. That was like the highest. But I hadn't read it much about it because it's not approved here yet. So, and his mother has cancer, so it's a debate on whose personal life is worse. There's an effort on Lada, and it's such a big shame on government. The same government harassing Arnab, saying government tried to hide the case of Shashank, now supporting. What did they do in the Lada? What they did to Lada, Vicky? Anytime put on Pakistan News Channel, you will find them talking on only one topic, and that topic's India. Are you interested in knowing about ancient India, advanced tech? Yes, I love all this sub and civilization order and life and the rebirth. Yeah, yes, I love it. I love the history and stuff too. I saw watch a robot, but you are my good friend Gabar. What up, Tom? Do you know your boyfriend Ritik is a national crush of India? Every girl mad after him. He is not. You know, listen, Shashank, you don't have to talk about my boyfriend and all the girls want him. I know, but he is mine, and there will be no other thing in my mind. Shashank. And listen, who knows, number one, that he's like the Greek god? Right here. I know I'm making spoilers for my own story. He said, moving things in your mind happens at 3 new friends. I have an exam tomorrow. Bye. Well, good luck on your exam. Am I almost late? I feel like I'm trying to go through these so fast to get caught up so we can get on this topic. Recently, where are we at? Recently, Kapoor visited Singapore, Madame Tussauds, and clicked pictures of their mom's statue, Sridevi. Oh, and in one pic, both were just standing. Oh, that would make me tear up. Watch pretty fabulous display of ancient India stuffs. Please tell me about the Facebook group. Oh, I always listen. Subham, all my reaction videos with my Bollywood reaction, especially, I pin a comment. So if you go look at them, you'll see a pinned comment, like probably the first comment there, and has a link to my Facebook group where it's so easy for me there because I can keep track. It's an easy way to keep track of like requests and things like that. Because most people here just say it in the comments or something, and I'll try to write it down, but I'll lose it, and I'll lose like where they said it if I want to go back. It's too hard. But the Facebook group, it helps me remember. They're going to 3 years for DV. Oh, it's 3 years. How did I thought 8? The heart beating. I can fly too. In my dreams, Greta Thorn. You know the girl, the little. Where is she from? Like Amsterdam. Where is she from? Germany. But she was like the climate change girl. If you haven't reacted to ancient, Please do Pranav videos. Happy birthday. It ain't my, oh wait, Armand, it ain't my birthday. In Bollywood, they're spoiling the epic Avengers things and making disgusting remakes and repeating almost everything. They do the same thing here, Vicky, in Hollywood. Sridevi died in her Dubai hotel, easiest place on the underworld. Oh, look, I'm almost caught up. But Hollywood is making the movies like, that's true. Like, we do get some new movies like that. But so much is remakes, Vicky. So much. Sonic the Hedgehog new trailer announcement today. I saw it, Cassie. I saw it pop up in my little alerts. Though I like somehow Carrie's telekinesis. Where should I send your request to react to Indian history? Yeah, my face. Sub, did you get that? Subham? Shubham? How to say that right? Shubham? After all, Carrie woke up and realized that she moved things from her mind, messing around the weird glowing rocks under, woke up in telekinesis. I want USA history. But I am waiting for the movie Ramayana and Mahabharata. Hrithik Roshan is big important role in the movie. There's Hrithik. There's something good. Look, me and Vicky. Vicky, you better watch yourself with my boyfriend there. Vicky, you can like go Govindas and all that, but Vicky, you better be careful talking about my boyfriend there. That's everybody needs to know. I will kick you out this right now. I wanted to be giving eyes to my boyfriend. Y'all, you can have anybody else, Vicky. I claim Hrithik right here. What did she say? Even I'm unable to put subtitles in SRK casino scene, but you can react to Govindas. See, I can't. You got to find stuff with subtitles or English dub for me. Anyway, look, I'm almost caught up. They coming fast. Priyanka wrote a book. I saw 20 years in the entertainment industry, and it's unfinished. Well, this is how I saw it yesterday, Tejas, because I saw somebody, I saw on Twitter, Nick Jonas, little goofy Jonas. This is what I did. I behaved myself though. And because he tweeted out that he's like, my beautiful, wonderful, smart, something like that, intelligent wife, Priyanka published a book today, and he like shouted it out. And I was going to be like, you lucky, like I wasn't gonna call him goofy, little Nick Jonas, but I said something like, we don't deserve Priyanka, or he I did. It was nice though. I tried to be nice, but I saw that she had a book. I've been keeping up with the Twitters, which while we weren't gonna get to the whole Rihanna and the Greta thing with the Twitters, right? With the whole farmers protest and stuff. I still don't know, because yesterday, where was it it was last week. I think it was exactly a week today. We had a big farmers protest discussion on here. The big, huge discussion. And then I think it was just later that day I went on and saw that Greta was trending on Twitter. And I'm like, why is she trending? And it's because like she tweeted out something with the wrong link. And I even read all the stuff she tweeted, that link. She had already deleted it. People took screenshots of it and all that kind of stuff. I still don't believe they're behind some kind of big conspiracy. I'm sorry. I don't. I'm not saying I don't believe like the opportunists are using this and this and that. Like that is something. But for that little girl, Greta, she's this climate change, like she has devoted her life to all this. And I just can't believe that she's in this people in a conspiracy. Rihanna either. People say too, Rihanna's got money, all this and they saying she tweeted for this for $2 million. I'm like, Rihanna ain't gonna do that I don't believe that conspiracy. I don't. I mean, I'm still with you. I still open mind. I go back and forth with the farmer stuff. I've talked to my friends, like even outside this group, like on Facebook. I was talking to this one guy I know, and his parents are farmers, and he was telling me, how it benefits them and helps them. But and he still believes it's like there is a small group of farmers that might hurt, and those people and look, he's with it. Like the opportunists are coming in and using those people, but still at the end he agreed, like there's still like a part that's them, and they're not happy with it and all this. But I don't believe this kind of conspiracy that the little Greta girl and the Rihanna's in on some kind of big mastermind plan. I just don't. She might have had that link because why? She might have found it too, like anybody else. She might have had, I'm sure the opportunists, the people that are spreading this around, and maybe she had that up and researching herself. But I don't believe that there's some big conspiracy that they're in on it. You know, they might be with the other stuff, but look, the little Greta girl, how old is she? Like 9? Like what? And she's on this big conspiracy. So that's what I had to say about that. That's what I had to say. Because I was like, I know what y'all talking about. And I don't believe it. Brianna too. Brianna didn't even say anything for it against it. Like why is she gonna be paid? All she tweeted was, how come nobody's talking about this? She just was like, how come nobody's talking about these protests? She didn't say nothing. Like the Greta girl was like, oh, for the farmers and stand, she was like saying that, but Rihanna just even was like, let's talk about this. That's all she said. And then people think they paid $2 million for that. I just don't believe that. I don't believe the conspiracies with that. That right there is just too much. That's just some people trying to with the foil, like, and that's what I worry about, y'all. That's my biggest thing that I worry about with this is that, okay, I'm governments and oppositions and all this, of course they're going to have these little plans and everything, but we can't get sucked into conspiracies. It's just not good. It's not good when you get sucked into these conspiracies. Firsthand, I have seen that. Oh, Kabar's going to say I'm getting angry. Kabar, I'm not getting angry, Kabar. I'm just getting serious. I'm just getting serious because if anybody knows these last 4 years what has conspiracies have done to a country, is me and the people here in the US. We know what the conspiracies have done. We know how some of these people have been just so brainwashed and believe like these crazy conspiracies that they're trying to overturn. Yesterday the impeachment trial started for the Trump, and they're talking more about the stuff happening at the Capitol, and it's horrifying what the people did, and we hear more like what happened to the officers, like one was killed, like one lost 3 fingers, he got his eyes gouged out, all this stuff, and the people that caused it that are in jail now, like a lot of them that they have them in jail, and even them are coming out saying now, like they're saying, yeah, I was like swept up in the conspiracy and I really believed like all this stuff that Trump was saying and all these conspiracy sites, and I regret it now. And this is what causes it. How many millions of people believe that? So following with these conspiracy, I just can't. I can't get sucked into it. And that's what I worry. I don't want other countries to get sucked in this because it's not good. And I've seen the repercussions that can happen from it. Where am I at? Now I got to see what the people are commenting. Do you know that there's a CM minister in India who looks like, oh, Vin Diesel. He's cute. His name is CM Yogi. I can't say that last name. He's Modi's party and going to be hard in his state. Consider carry Nick Jonas. Oh wait, who said something about Nick Jonas? Tejas. Where Nick Jonas is India's son-in-law. Don't call him Goofy. Look, he is our son. Look, we can call him. He's just your son-in-law. He's the son here. He's a goofy little. We could call him a goofy little Nick Jonas. We can call him that because he's the son. That's like saying. When if I get in a fight with my sister and I call her Goofy, but nobody else can, right? That's your sister. You can call her and fight with her Goofy, but nobody else can. That's how I feel like with the Nick Jonas. Jiju means brother-in-law. Nick Jonas be back on The Voice in March. Oh, is he? He's a good guy. I'm not saying he's not. But he's still a little goofy. Just like a little goofy looking. Kindly react to, I got, Subham, react. Everybody's saying react. I'm not going to be writing this down. I'm trying to catch up with the comments. Justice Dre question for you, Amanda, Carrie, Andrew. Whose personal life was worse? Who's Justice Dre? Like Carrie's crazy religion mother Tease appears at school out of society. Uh-oh. Where my thing went. Where I like your country and Rocky Mountain. Oh yeah, we have pretty sights too. Andrew has a sick mother, abusive father, teased, abused peers at school, and an outcast in society. Greta was not in any conspiracy. She was making world against in government. She just she told everyone to flood social media in support of Framer, but that makes India united and kind of lost. Nobody tweets about Uyghur Muslims, especially the Muslim countries, especially the Muslim. I don't know nothing about them. Your cup, your teeth. Oh, thank you. Mumbai City Municipality is the richest institution in the whole world. No comparison, been doing nothing. Not even a bit. Thank you, Kabar, for all the compliments. Have you looked into vaccine conspiracies? Rohan said. That's another one. Rohan, don't even get me started. And this is even before the COVID vaccines conspiracy. This is the just plain old anti-vaxxer people. And that's where I felt like a lot of these anti-vaxxer people just take in these conspiracies. But we've had so many here. So many and it's caused breakouts in some diseases that we had never had in years and years before, like measles, the whooping cough. They have more breakout because they're just like these parents that are anti-vaxxers and refuse to vax their kids because they think it causes autism and all this stuff. And there was that one science journal published, but then it was retracted because all the scientists came out and they were like, no, you can't be reproduced. Then it came out one of the people put data down that was wrong and all this, trying to skew the data. But it caused this whole, it was one of the things that caused this whole anti-vax movement. And that's why I said I can't get behind that. I don't get behind any of that. Oh, Rahan was still asking. The anti-vax stuff. And it's crazy because, and this is personal, but I've seen so many people and know a lot of people on my Facebook friend list. They'll talk about it, have all these posts about anti-vax and they're not about don't get kids vaxxed and and then these same people will put on there these essential oils. They're selling essential oils and their kids, I know this one girl, her kid got the pink eye and she put essential oils in it. And I was like, you don't believe in science and vaccines, but you believe in these little oils that are these peppermint. And I know different oil, like tea tree oil. There's different medicinal properties in oils, but not you ain't gonna be using your essential oils to get rid of COVID or it just boggles my mind. And that's why I get worried that I'm like, these people believe this. People believe these that you just get so caught up in conspiracies and make it a thing that's normal. And it ruins the country. Look at us now. We're still fighting conspiracy theories. There's still how many millions and million people here actually think there was voter fraud. Actually think that Trump is the president. And names of Framer, Khalistanis were protesting. Khalistani means the people who want to separate that part of land from India. United States, American. Oh wait, Amanda, can I have your opinion? There, Rohan. That was it right there. Big boss. You just want me to say big boss, Rajesh. 14 grand finale coming soon. Please watch and support your favorite contestant. I'll have to check that out. Nick Jonas is a kid who got a hot what? That's right, Vicky. She's too good for him. I love the Nick Jonas. Those Jonas brothers, they were good kids and became famous and stuff. But Priyanka, she's a class above right there. Don't know what will happen in the future, but they could go separated because they believe in a different freedom. You think so, Vicky? That they did, her and Nick do? Did they ever talk? I don't know much about that. If they have the difference and was vocal about it, Your office late. I'm not. What my office late? I don't know what he's saying. With Tunes Force, you are capable of doing almost anything you want as long as you find it humorous. Gave you my comment of Kapil Sharma. I told you he's biggest Indian comedian and react to it. Did you put that in my group, Vicky? So in a way, if something like this were real, it could actually be dangerous in the wrong hands. Yes, You like Indian rice and chicken. Indian chicken. I can't believe I had that before. Kabar's going on. Kabar, you Kabar, Indian chicken. I'm praying for everyone. Oh, Cassie, thank you. Send all the prayers. I do. I feel like I do daily just to the people in the world. Priyanka said I have asthma and Diwali due to crackers burning and different. It's difficult for me to breathe. Please don't crack crackers and like the firecrackers, Vicky. We call it. Is that what you mean? The firecrackers, the explosives. No, it doesn't make sense that I've had Indian rice before, but not Indian chicken. Here we go. Oh no, you okay, you don't know. India's state Uttarakhand, where the glacier broke, fell in the river, which led to flood near dam construction. Dam broke, 150 people struck. People are taking people out from the mud. Oh, that's horrible. That's like buried alive, right? When the mud they've had some of those mudslides here in California where you see houses go down. Oh, that's horrible. I don't know when did that happen? I mean, y'all were saying that happened, the glacier broke. Climate change. Look at this, climate. But with Nick in his country, Priyanka was having cigarettes and don't bother about the New Year firecracker burst. Oh, does she smoke? Priyanka got Nick gets her off the cigarettes. I'm not in for that smoking. Although I've had the cigarettes before, I can't say that. We'll have to go. Nice meeting you. Congratulations on the vaccine and check out Ritik's. I will. Evolution. Ritik Evolution. My pen don't even work. I have to remember it. Ritik Evolution. That pen don't work. What is up with my pens? Evolution. None of my pens are working. Never mind. Vicky, if you're really going to react to Kappa Comedian, I will send you the video. Vicky, you have to make sure I can read with the subtitles. Okay, back to what if look. What looks pretty. Sorry, a car went by, but it's always beautiful to look at that out there. Priyanka smokes. Oh, I didn't know that. A lot of people in India smoke, I think, like I've seen. Maybe it's just the movies a lot too, where you see it now. They'll show it more. I think here they're more like. They still have movies there, but after we had the big no smoking thing, don't smoke, and they changed the cigarettes with the warnings and all that. You don't see it as much, but they still have people that do in the movies. But I feel like for the sake of not making it look cool, for the kids, they don't show it as much. You already have done rip. See, I thought so, Vicky. Isn't that why when he is doing his workout? I thought so. That's what I told them, and they said I wasn't right. Vicky, that's why I said I was like, I thought I did it. Wasn't that when he was doing the workouts, his evolution? I feel like I reacted to so much Ritik stuff. I feel like I have. That y'all tell me stuff, and I'm like, oh, I've reacted to that one. When everybody says something Ritik, I'm like, I'm on it. I'm on it. And then I get mad when y'all tell me stuff. So Tejas, what do you think? Now I need to know what Tejas thinks. After I said about the Greta and all that, do you still think about about the conspiracy there? I need to know Tejas's final thought on this. He asked for my final thought last week after we had that big discussion. I feel like I have to know Tejas's, because this is something for me personally. Through this whole thing, and that's why I say right now, I still go back and forth with the farmer protest stuff. I still go. I talk to people. I watch different videos, and I talk to people I know. Like I said, my one friend, and I'll go back and forth. And I still have this part of me in me that really feels like there's that little group of farmers that's hurting from this, and people are really taking advantage of it for their own opposition and trying to push their own agendas. But there's still, deep down, I still feel like there's a group that should be heard, and it's sad that they're taking advantage. But as far as it's a good thing, but I go back and forth, and I feel like I can't really come to an objective opinion on, I guess you can say, because I'm removed from it. I don't even know anybody personally that's in it and affected by it, and the farmers and all that. But when it comes to like the conspiracy part of it, that's where I start getting really passionate about it, because I feel like that can really hurt and destroy a country. And I feel like it has here, 4 million people still voted for the Trumps and believe in all the conspiracy stuff that just wasn't true because of conspiracy lies going around. Where am I at? She said evolution. Vicky, you have I have done Rick Dick's film evolution, and that's the fat. I knew I that was called. I knew it was evolution too. Look at Vicky's. Look at Vicky keeping up. That's why I love my Vicky. And Matthew Lee is here. Good morning, Matthew Lee. Matthew Lee, did you see I get my vaccine? Well, I haven't gotten it yet, but I get it on Monday. Have you gotten yours? Because I know Matthew Lee lives in New York. How are they coming with the vaccines and all there? Because that's what I said. Every state here is different. Like my one friend, when I told her I have an appointment, she's like, how? And I was like, I made an appointment. But she was saying, like, she's like, in my state, they still won't take anybody unless they're over 65 and then like a healthcare worker. Like they have to be in the hospital working or with like the older people. So different states are, and I feel like New York's one of those. I don't know. Please react in the. All right, I'm going to go watch. All right, bye, Cassie. Thank you, Cassie, for coming. After 2010, Rick Dick started liking like Average Man and still so much better than anyone. That's right. He's got those eyes, Vicky. He's got those eyes. Whenever I watch him, I just look into those eyes. Woo, look, I'm good. But I am mad and crazy for Rick Dick's old looks. All his looks, Vicky. What is the price of a phone in USA? Like an iPhone? Because like an iPhone, it's different prices depending on like the company. iPhones are probably the most expensive. And for a new one, you're talking like $800 to $900 for like a brand new one, which like my kid got a phone but you get like 5 versions back when I buy them. And still the older versions are still like $200 if you even get, well, she got like one iPhone 8. So that was probably like 3 versions back, 4. And they're still, that's why I said those are still like $200. Still try and play dumb prank on Carrie. I'm going to have to watch Mr. Carrie's stuff. He is into this. If I want to see Rick Dick at the most stylish and damn, Vicky said, damn handsome. She didn't even say it. She said, damn handsome look. Watch the movie, My Friend Dick Hoon. I've never even heard of that one. He said, okay, I send you phone and you and send my, I'm not buying no phones, Kabar. But my story, Andrew, happened to stop by chance. Why is West unaware of Uyghur Muslim, and nobody tweets about that? There are around 1 million concentration camps in hypocritic Muslim countries and doesn't raise the issue, but they have diplomatic That's what I'm gonna have to write that one down too, because I like my history stuff. I'm gonna write I haven't. We heard of Muslims and stuff, of course, that's common, but to know, and 1 million are in concentration, there's a lot of stuff I think in the world they just overlook and don't make it a big deal about it or important. I came here to ask how you got an appointment. Chris, so I told the story many times on the live, but I'm going to tell Chris because I don't know where you live, Chris. I don't know where you live, but I'm in Missouri, and I'm telling you, I went on every hospital list in town. I was on that list. Like first when it came out, all like the counties list to get the vaccine, the state, they had the states list, and I started signing up for all the different counties around. I'm in St. Charles, St. Louis County, like all the ones in the surrounding area. Haven't heard a word from. But then I heard my friend said, and she lives like an hour and a half away. I'm in the big city, St. Louis, hour and a half away in a little tiny town, that the Sam's Club Walmart and Sam's, they're owned, together, the Waltons, the Sam's Club, and some of them have pharmacies, the Walmarts and all, and some of them even give regular like shots and flu shots. So the Sam's Club in her area, a little town, an hour and a half away, opens 30 spots a day, she told me. And then you sign up and fill up, you have to be eligible, but in my state, that's what I said. I think our eligibility to get it is larger than other states. Like they're taking in people with like younger with pre-existing conditions, like have asthma, like which is on my record, things like that. They want proof of that. But they were like every day, 30 spots open. So yesterday, I've been checking for a couple of days, the Sam's and some of the states I saw in Illinois next to me, and I'm only like 30 minutes from the border, Illinois, that Walgreens and CVS are doing the same thing, that you can get it. So, but I've been checking all of them every day because I was going to drive to Illinois, but their eligibility is different. They don't have it for pre-existing conditions yet. They're still working on the, healthcare workers and over 65. So I couldn't even get it there. But I was checking here, and that town, it opened. Like I kept doing it. I kept refreshing like a few times, like an hour, it seemed like, for the last few days with the Sam's. And sure enough, boom, it opened and had all the slots for that day. And I picked like one of the times and got in. And so I get my shot. I have to drive an hour and a half away to a Sam's. That's what I said, to a Sam's Club, and get my COVID vaccine. But I have my appointment for Monday. And my dad, like I said, my dad, who's 68, 69, 60, he'll be 69 next month. I'm trying to count back. He still hadn't gotten one either. And he was trying everywhere. My mom did, because she's a healthcare worker and she still works part-time. So the hospitals it seems like the companies people are working for are getting it easier than individual people. And my dad's retired. So he called all over too. And he found one in some little town, hour and a half away from him also. And he lives already in a little town, but he has to drive an hour and a half, and he goes today to get his first shot. But it's crazy, and it's hard to find. And it seems though like most people that are getting it are having to travel outside of like where they live. They've had places here open, but that's one big complaint in my state is that, the big cities aren't getting enough compared to like the little towns, is kind of disproportional. So that's how I got it, Chris. I don't know where you live, but that's how I got it. And I will get my first one Monday. I don't know. It doesn't tell you the Moderna, the Pfizer, all that, but I will report back after my first shot, and which was gonna kind of suck because I'll have to go to the same, like, I know they make like the second shot appointment when you're usually there to get your first, so I'll have to travel back. But I don't care. I will travel anywhere to get this vaccine shot. I will travel anywhere. And that movie in that time, Rittick has the bestest, fabulous strike. Vicky, you're going to get me worked up, Vicky. You're going to get me, Vicky, worked up. I lost my spot. Where was all that talking? Like Liberty Wonderful. And even Sylvester Stallone has the body like Rittick. About Greta and Rihanna, I just want to say that everyone has right to talk about issues in the world and about different countries, but with full study. They are not knowing. I agree with that, Tejas. I agree. But I feel like Rihanna didn't take a side, though. That's one thing about Rihanna, too. People were going to get on her. I'm like, she just kind of opened it up for discussion. She said, how come nobody's talking about this? I saw the tweet. She just tweeted, how come nobody's talking about this? And that wasn't even taking a side. That's saying, like, this is going on. Look what's going on. People pay attention. Like you said, with the Muslim, what was the Muslim? So many people around the world don't know different issues and that's huge. That was the biggest protest ever, human mankind. So I don't feel like Rihanna took a side. And then everybody was on her. Rihanna, I was like, she just said, how come nobody's talking about this? But they had other celebrities come out since then, like Susan Sarandon, who's real political. She's really political, the actress here. I saw that she tweeted about it since, and she stood with the farmers on that one. My dream is come to New York to see the Statue of Liberty. New York. I've been there a couple times. I haven't been up on the statue, but when I saw the Statue of Liberty the first time, I was like, it looks so small. That's my first thought. I was like, it's so small. I figured like there's New York and the Statue of Liberty is gonna be this huge thing you can see everywhere. Anywhere you go in New York, you see this big Statue of Liberty. It's small. It was. Yana Ritik has done a movie in which he became an Islamic terrorist, and at the last he dies. Oh, really? Wonder how many movies he's done. Greta, she took a huge step by making the world against anything, and there was not a war going on. It's protest, but I'm happy truth won. That's what I said. Like she actually took a side on that, and that's what I said. Not maybe knowing much. Andrew, what did I say? Andrew was flying around and he happens to spot Billy and Christine, and two people pick on Carrie. Oh, Kabar's angry. Oh, Chris is in New York City. See, I don't know, Chris, how, like, what tier. It's all like the tiers you're on and where they're taking these people and those people. I wonder if you can travel outside the state and get it though. Because I looked in Illinois and they weren't open for, you know, like I wasn't eligible there yet. But I wonder if like people actually will travel like out to different states to just to try to get it. And if you're eligible in a different state that's near. I mean, I'm traveling an hour and a half to get it, but I would drive further. And I thought about it. My dad, where he's going today, that would have been because I live about an hour away from my dad. That would have been 2.5 hours for me to drive. And I was thinking about that too. I was like, I will travel anywhere to get this vaccine, I will. Where am I at? I'm asking for my 70-year-old mom in Nashville, though. Oh, so, and you would that she should be on the eligible list everywhere. Check though, like that's what the Walmarts, the Sam's, a lot of states of this, the Walgreens and the CVS's. But you got to be quick on it, and you got to check it every day because I know, like when I got on it, they opened the 30 slots for that day, and then once they're filled, they're filled. Same with like the Walmart and the CVS's, because I was checking there, the ones even in Illinois, and they were filling up quick. But I'm telling you, I feel like that's going to be the best place when these pharmacies and all these places start getting it. And I feel like, too, not as many people are checking there. Most are signing in at the house, like I did, getting on the list at the hospitals, getting on the list in like their towns and everything. But they're opening to all these other places that are going to come out with it. Now, they did tell me, because all the, when you go to the hospital or there, that'll be free. When I go to Sam's, they said, bring my insurance card. I won't have to pay anything, but my insurance might be charged for, I guess, supplies or something like that. But I'm like, I'll pay. Listen, I'll pay out of pocket for it. I'll pay anything. Indian Muslims are very aggressive over a country, Vicky said, if they disrespect anything in Islam, but never talks a bit about China's attack on Islam and Uyghur Muslims. That's what you're talking about, these Uyghur Muslims. I have not known about this. Old news, George Floyd, Kabar. Well, yeah, that's almost a year now. Just show how great of a guy Andrew is. Andrew is way manipulated Billy and Crystal to make the Carrie look good. May need to cross state lines. Like Chris, no problem. Good luck, Chris. Good luck on it. And that's what I was first looking at, the state lines and eligibility. But I will travel. I will travel to get this, especially like ones that are more high risk. Like she's 70. My dad is 68, and he's driving an hour and a half. But start looking all around. Wants to react to a song with "There's a Hero" going crazy after watching Snow and doing funny in Snow with the heroine. The actor's son died yesterday. Yeah, I saw that. Ravi Kapoor, they were talking about. Oh, it was yesterday. I didn't know the date. And he was only 58. The older I get, y'all, because what? Let me count. Let me count how old I am. 44. I mean, that's only 14 years older than me. The older I get, when you hear people like die, like in their 50s, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's a young age, because I'm getting closer to it. It's scary. Hi, Apple Pie. Greta made a joke of herself. People were mad at her. Her posters were burnt. I saw that. She is talking, but they also burnt Rihanna's. I still don't think that Rihanna just brought attention to the thing. Was like, nobody's talking about it. She didn't take no sides or nothing. And I saw they were burning hers. And I saw, you know who else? I saw they were burning Kamala, the vice president's niece, spoke out something about it. And I saw they were like burning her stuff over there. I didn't read what she said about it, but I just saw that because that's what I said. It's more important, like more celebrities here talking about it and all that. So the posters were burnt. She is talking about global warming and protesting. Why not? She talk about protesters and plant trees. It is better for Earth. Hey, I am saying hello. Hi, apple pie. It's yellow. You look. Thank you. Oh, apple pie. Thank you. That's my favorite dessert. Or one of them. Oh wait, Matthew Lee. I'm happy to hear you're getting the vaccine. New York has taken every step to get this virus stable. It's reported New York has lowest infection rate since November, yet things keep changing. I know New York struggles, like California too. These bigger places where it's much more populated, it's going to be harder. It is, but I've always, even from the beginning, I thought the Cuomo guy, I thought he always did well. I was always like a fan. I always thought he did. They want to get him about like the Cuomo, right? He's the governor or what is he? he's the New York guy, Andrew Cuomo. And they want to talk about like he killed people in the nursing homes at the beginning and all that stuff. And I know, like, that's why I said, I can't fault people to be perfect all the time, especially the early days of COVID. There was a lot of mistakes. But the one thing I respected about him is that he was just open about everything, right? It's like he would come out, give press conferences, be real transparent, tell everybody what's going on with the situation. And I feel like that's, especially when you don't know much, when it was a new virus and you don't know much about what's going on. I feel like that's the best thing you can do is like just be honest with people. And that's what so much like the government didn't do, especially the Trump administration, want to hide it, be dishonest, say, oh, it's a hoax or this or that. Like, and that's why I liked him. That's why I liked him, because I'm like, at least he was transparent and honest about what was going on. What did teach us? They give easy target for India, Pakistan, China to hit on India. Tonight I was singing Vinicius and Alka's fabulous, amazing, voiceful song. I reacted to one today though. Alka, Vicky. I'll upload it later. Haven't gotten the vaccine yet, but plan on getting it soon. I'm telling you, I feel like I won the lottery just getting on this list. And Matthew Lee, I said Micah. It's like the best. And then when I actually get it, I'm already. Once I even got on that list, I was like, because I'm antsy. Like I've been stuck in the house almost a year, not hardly going nowhere. And I'm already telling my husband, because he's got the vaccine, he got the second shot like weeks ago, almost a month ago. So he is fully, vaccinated with the antibodies. So I'm like, let's take a trip. Let's do this. Like I'm so want to like travel and I just feel like it's going to be much real freer. It's still safe. I will still wear my mask after getting vaccine and all that, just to be double safe, for people. But I don't want to spread it because I know if I can't get it, but they still haven't determined if you're vaccinated, if you can't spread it to other people. So I'll still be safe to other people. But I'm telling you, I was researching like places to go visit. I was like, let's go to Disney World. Has your husband seen you with those glasses? He has, Mr. Aquarius. He likes them. I want to see your ponytails. My hair is just getting so long. It's not nothing cute. I just wrapped them in little buns, like a little Princess Leia, just because my hair. I've been to a beauty parlor, to get my hair cut. Once I get vaccinated, I'm gonna be like, oh, I feel so much freer to be able to do things, because I don't play around with that. I'm like, I'm not getting sick. I'm not taking the chances. You don't know, even though like I'm younger, but I still got like some underlying conditions with asthma in my past and stuff. You don't know how COVID's gonna hit somebody. That's the thing with this. You don't know how it's gonna hit you. One person could be healthy and they're the most sick in the hospital and the ventilator's not making it. And another person you think it could hurt, they hardly have any symptoms. So that's why I'm like, I'm not taking my chances. I am a big fan of Wonder Woman. Do you see her right there? Girl power. hair is, I mean, are you sure her hair was not put, they're little buns. Kanga bashed Rihanna and Greta. Kanga never leaves anyone. She wants to make only headlines. I still don't get the Rihanna bash. How can you get mad at someone who just wants to bring attention to something? You know? But and y'all should, because like listen, it's brought attention. It might not always be negative. Like you said, like the Red Fort thing, that was like our Capitol attack, right? And that's actually showing like, look what happened to this. They attacked one of our sacred places, the red. So I don't think that's negative. That to me was like negative, news to the protesters for attacking that. So I'm not mad at Rihanna. And I think Greta, this is my theory on Greta. I'm not saying this is what it is, but she's just a young girl. She's a young girl. I ain't gonna tackle like a little younger. For the climate, she should be concentrating on those issues and stuff. But I feel like she is in this position now where like her voice, she wants to make it useful and, or like wants to do good in the world. And that's what I feel like the Greta. I just feel like she wants to do good in the world. And she thought by doing this and going on their side, like she's supporting protesters. Because usually when it comes to protesting, they're usually protesting about something. And, you want to help those people. I'm not mad at her either. I'm not. But when people would, then there you have the Kanga. When I'm like, if they're just doing this to make headlines, that's what gets on my nerves. I don't even feel like the Greta did it to make the headlines, or the Rihanna. I feel like they're just trying to use their voice to bring attention to something they're seeing that's like something crazy happening, because that's a big thing. They talked about the largest protest in ever mankind history, and nobody knew about it. I know only because y'all tell me, y'all keep me informed. But if y'all didn't keep me informed, I wouldn't have known about it either. They don't tell us anything over here. They don't tell any other story. All the stories now is Trump impeachment all week. That's all we know. If anything else happens in the world, y'all gonna have to tell me because I won't know. They won't tell us here, or unless Twitter tells us. Look at me. I'm going on my rants. Kabar's gonna say I'm angry. I hope you heard the song before and think the music video, especially because it's the last one you ever did. Amanda, you're looking. Oh, the apple pies with the compliments. I heard that after getting COVID vaccine, you will feel like you have fiber. You will have fiber. Is that true? I don't know what you mean by fiber. My husband, though, got both vaccines and he didn't feel any differently. And I was asking him, like, every day, I'm like, how you feeling? How's this? Like, I was trying to, like, take notes, like, do data research on it. And he was like, I feel fine. He didn't get any side effects at all. I hope I don't. I don't want no side effects. I don't want to get sick like they say after the second shot usually. Why West is unaware of various issues apart from India issues. There are a lot more important issues. Why this selective and why those information doesn't reach there. But Subham, that's what I'm saying. Like, we wouldn't have even known those issues unless a celebrity like Rihanna Bruce just said, why we aren't talking about this. And still, I would say 90% of the people here in the US still don't know about the farm. Even though she said it, there's been, then after Rihanna said it, then a couple other celebrities have come out and said some stuff. And then there have been some articles like on our big news networks, not on TV, but just kind of like online. CNN might have an article, but still, there ain't nobody talking about it. Like, I bet 90%. I wouldn't even say, I would say it might even be higher than 90%. But I bet over 90% of people here still don't know about nothing about this. They'll be like, farmer, what is that? They won't know anything. They don't. They just don't talk about other countries here much. And that's why I said, like, we don't know about it. It's very, all our news is very just centered to this country. And if we talk about something, it's usually about other countries. It's usually if they, affect something in our country. Like COVID. When the COVID strain, they have one in UK, the new strain, they'll talk about that, but it's only because it affects us. They're but some people don't even, like, that's what I said. That's how some of these conspiracies can get so out of hand, because when COVID came out and all this, the president started calling it a hoax, Trump, started calling, and everybody believed that it was a hoax. Some people still believe. Some people still believe, oh, COVID's a hoax. It ain't real. Some people still believe that from this. But what I'm saying is it's so easily believable because nobody pays attention outside this country. And that's one big thing I was saying when it came out. I'm like, you think that this is a big hoax, like a worldwide hoax? You think the whole world is pretending that COVID is a thing? Because people were saying, oh, it's a hoax. They're the Democrats. That's what they were saying. The Democrats are using this for the election year. It's a hoax for the election. They just using COVID as like a thing to make Trump look bad for election. And that's what they would be like. It'll be gone after the election. And I was like, do you not pay attention? That's when you really like realize things like you don't pay attention outside of like probably your own little city, but definitely outside the country, because the whole world is, affected about COVID, dealing with COVID, shutting down their countries. They don't care about the U.S.'s election. They're not going to shut down their whole country because of the U.S. election, but people were believing this. That's what I couldn't believe it. So it's not just that, Subham. It's everything. And I don't know why. I'm interested. That's why I love coming in, y'all telling me stuff, keeping me informed, because I want to know. I want to know other than what's going on here and what else in the world is going on. March 2020, Corona started in India. At that time, I'm having a problem. So when I went to the doctor and he described a medicine named Corona, not just what? Vicky? I just like Buffett. I like Justin Bieber songs. Amanda, you're so gorgeous to handle, and maybe I am drunk. Apple pie, you're saying I'm only gorgeous now because you're drunk? Well, thank you, I guess. I felt sad for the people who have lost their lives because of the COVID and didn't get a COVID vaccine. I know, Ram. I know. West takes stands selectively on particular issues and ignores most important issues around the world. I wonder why the West is so aware of many things. Wow, you make my day. I'm the one is. Thank you, Apple Pie. I should wear this hairstyle more often. Everybody getting a compliment. What about those hairs? Star Wars. Do you like cute one of those? Kanga was a fire and now became a lava. I love her anyway. Oh, Apple Pie. Hi, Savita. Savita really want me to say a name. Hi, Savita. I'm not, Vicky, don't even start with that angry. Don't even start with that angry, Vicky. Hi, Sabina Kumar. Thank you, Apple Pie. Thank you, Apple Pie. Thank you, Apple Pie. Oscar-winning Indian movies, react to it. I love your talk and enjoy. Oh, thank you, Vicky. They're exposed now and they got their scripted money. First, it was Kanga caught Greta mistake on Twitter and took screenshots, and then many other news channels. Amanda, shout out to Apple Pie. That was supposed to say worthwhile. Oh, Mr. Carius. Just friends, the script, and all the plans, and what it was going to do. Don't look like but protesters, and which thing must raise the most. She is the most of the people that gives me more. Momentary relief from the Mr. Carius, man. Thank you. You purchased. But India knows about other country stuff as well without any celeb tweets and other things. I know. It's just that's what I'm saying. And I think the news here reports things to get views, like people to watch them. Like they'll report on things they think Americans are interested in watching. So they can get the views because it's a very, like the news here is very like, they are at war trying to get the ratings. They want the ratings over there. So they've been reporting stories they know you want to watch. And I think it's just proof that people don't care about anything outside our country. The majority of people, I'm not going to say everybody, the majority of people here don't care about what else is going on in the world except this little country here. I'm not saying it's right, but even like our history, when in school, they don't like teach much about, they'll teach some world history, but not too much, they'll teach like world history, the past, quick, here's some world history. Then 1776 hits when our independence, and then it's like American history. It's very centered around, everything here is centered around just our own country. What do they call that? Like extracentric? And it's a shame because I feel like every country can learn from each other. Just like what I keep telling y'all about, like the don't get caught in the conspiracy stuff. I feel like, that's something you can learn that we failed at here. And I feel like U.S. can learn so many different things about, the other countries because they're older and have been through it and been through a lot of like the growing pains and had to, and we're one of the newer-ish countries in comparison. They don't pay attention. All right. I've been on an hour and 40 minutes. I am going. But I did promise, let me unplug, that I was going to show y'all. Is Pabria even here? I haven't seen Pabria talk. I'm going to try. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try on Saturday. I'm going to try on Saturday morning, which is Saturday night for y'all, around the same time to get Greg on, my husband, to talk, maybe do like a ask us anything question and we'll answer. Because I know Pabria was asking and everybody misses them. And I'm going to say, they've been asking for you. Special request. India is very kind of place. Hot, cold, medium, deserts, jungle, advanced cities. Do you know that university in India is one of the only universities in the world where people around the world come to study India, to study different subjects and a lot more ancient tech. They need more places. But I promise, I don't even know if Pabria is still here. But I would show y'all the snow right before I go. Because I got to go. But who wants to see the snow here? I don't know if Pabria is still. Is Pabria even still here? I love your energy. Oh, thank you, apple pie. Let's go see. I want to go see the snow. Let me see if I can. Oh, it is snowing a little bit. Let me put the curtains up. It is snowing a little bit out there. But not a lot. All right. Are y'all ready to look at the snow? Nice buns. Thank you. Thank you, Matthew Lee. I see what you did there. Bye, guys. And I will go out showing the nice snow outside. So, can y'all see it? It is snowing and it's coming down out there. But it hasn't covered all the grass, so not much. But it is super, super cold. So that's what it looks like where I'm at. And it is super, super cold here. Super cold. Like, I don't know what the Celsius is, but I think the high the other day was like 8 degrees Fahrenheit. So I know that's like negative Celsius. Why are my glasses? I hardly ever wear these glasses too. All right, y'all. Go build a snowman. It's too cold. I don't like the cold. I'm not going outside. This is what I like doing in the winter, looking out the window. And I'm going to because I have a little fireplace in there. I'm going to turn my little fireplace on, get under the covers, and I'm not leaving today. This is all I'm doing. Well, working. I got to work. But I'll see y'all next week. And I'm going to try. Make a date. Hopefully it'll be your time, like a lot of Saturday night, but it'll be like 9 a.m. my time, Saturday morning. I'm going to try to get Greg on. We'll cross our fingers, but I think I can make it happen. And we'll just do a fun, like little ask us anything kind of questions and we'll answer. Ask us anything. All right, guys, I love you. Mwah! And I'll hopefully see you Saturday. If not, next week I'll be dropping more videos. I even have one coming in a little bit for the Alka. My girl Alka singing it, Vicky. And until next time, be nice, stay safe, be nice to each other. I love you all. Bye. Bye, guys.